Hi, my name is Tim Elder. I'm the National Sales Manager with Summerset Professional Grills. We're here in our manufacturing facility in Huntington Beach, California, to show off the new 54-inch American Muscle Grill. Now, the American Muscle Grill started about a little over 2 years ago with our 36-inch model. But what I'm going to show you today is the 54. The first thing you're going to notice about this grill is how deep it is. This is a deep grill, 15 inches deep. And we needed to do that for a reason. We wanted to lower the valve mechanism in the grill because of the intense heat of the solid fuel. And I'll show you a little bit about that. But let's talk about the design of the grill. These two grills here are taken from the '67 Shelby Mustang. If you ever see the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, you'll see that look on that front of that Mustang. The knobs are taken from a drive on a blower, the belt drive that pulls the blower motor around on a GMC blower. So it's got that car kind of look to the grill. The other thing that show you here is the drip tray is extremely thick stainless steel. It's deep. It has a notch on the very beginning. And that notch in the beginning is great because what it does is it allows the drip tray to stop, and then you can open up this drain plug here in the corner, and if there's any water in there, the water will flow out at this time and won't land on your shoes. Now let's take a look inside this bad boy and look at the heart of this grill. First of all, we got a few things that come with this grill. Number one being the cover, which is pretty important. It's nice that we include that because they're kind of expensive. We also give you a pair of gloves, and these gloves are something you're going to want to use because this grill is hot. In fact, when you're using one of the 3 tools that are included with this grill, you're only going to want to grab those babies once without the glove on, and then, ouch, you're going to want to put that glove on because it gets pretty hot. Once you look inside here, you see 3 very bright halogen lights. You see 3 tools that come with the grill, and these tools are really cool for, number one, lifting up the grates so you can load the grill with your solid fuel. They also will scrape the grate clean, and should you need to, this will help you pull out a hot fuel tray. So you got 3 of these with the grill. You've got a cover, and of course, you've got the very needed gloves. So let's take a look at a couple of things with the grill inside here. First of all, we've got a big, actually a huge warming rack. And it tilts up out of the way, which is very convenient when you want to use a rotisserie, or to get to larger items in the back of the grill is sometimes kind of hard to grab. It does tilt out. You can also remove it, but you really never need to take it out of the grill itself. The other thing is you'll notice there's 2 locations back here in the back of the grill, and that's so we can adjust the angle of the grill. So what we can do here, you can put your grill on an angle, this grate here on an angle. And that serves a couple of neat features. As you know, sometimes when you buy a package of steaks, and the steaks in the window and behind that clear plastic are like that thick, the rest of the steaks, when you get it opened up, they're like this thick. But what you can do is take the thicker steaks, put them down low, closer to the fire, and the thinner steaks up top. That way all your steaks are ready at the same time. The other thing I love about this grate system here is it's reversible. As you notice, this one here is the regular smooth rounded top, and this one is the bottom of a V channel. This V channel is good for really 2 important things. Number one is sometimes you'll be cooking a chicken or fish, and then both of those items, they tend to want to stick to a lot of surface area. So when you have it on this side here, because you've got a V, your meat is just sitting on the very top of that V and less apt to stick. The other thing is I love to cook food wrapped in bacon. I do jalapenos, I do pork tenderloins. Well, when you throw anything that's wrapped in bacon or anything that's fatty, that juice, the fat, will run down this trough here through these holes in the front of the grate and drip down into the drip tray. So you don't have that flare up that you have to contend with. It's a really good feature of this grill. So let's take a look inside the grill here. We'll kind of show you the workings of it. First off, you're going to notice is the whole lineup of fuel trays. These are 12 gauge stainless steel, very heavy duty, going to last a lifetime. And in between each fuel tray is a cover that protects the burner when the grill is turned off. The worst thing that could possibly happen on this is for the ash to fall inside the burner and plug the opening so the gas won't flow when you want to turn on your gas. So we make this tent, I call it a tent, but it's basically a cover, and that protects the top of the burner. Now, take a look inside here. You'll see the burner, you'll see the holes in the top of the burner, and this not only protects it, but also helps direct that flame outward. So this burner rests right along here in between the fuel trays, and it heats half of this fuel tray and half of this fuel tray. This burner heats the other side and then half of this side, and so on across the grill. Now when you're looking down inside here, notice how each area is channeled on an angle with a very large opening on the bottom. And what that does is get all that ash that falls inside there away from your food. Because if there's a little bit of a breeze, what you're going to have is ash blowing all over inside your barbecue. Well, not with this grill, because what happens is, because of the angle and the large openings, all that ash falls right down into your drip tray, out of the way of the food. Let me get this out for you, because I want to show you how unique this burner is. So this grill has 22,000 BTU burners. If you look across this thing, the 8 of these, that's 176,000 BTUs. It is a really powerful gas grill and works great as a gas grill. But the great thing about this grill is that you can have the convenience of gas with the great taste of wood. And if you take a look at this burner, this is something we had to develop in order to get the valves lower in the firebox. So it takes the gas in below here, so the valve is lower, but the burner where the gas comes out and the flame comes out is higher, where it can not only cook your food using gas, but it will also light your solid fuel. The gas comes up into the center of the burner and then lights your fuel. So I think that's pretty much it for the inside of the grill. But now let me load this, cover this back up, and we'll talk about actually cooking on this grill, because that's where the fun is and that's what we're here to talk about, right? So I'll leave that open. When you want to use solid fuel, and that's all I cook on, it's really easy. It's so convenient for you. You can actually come home from work, throw some of your favorite solid fuel in these trays here, turn on the grill, go in, prepare your steaks, come back out, turn off the gas, and now you're cooking on solid fuel. What we've done is we've given you the convenience of gas with great taste of wood. And this is what I do. I'll load up a few handfuls of lump charcoal, and then I also purchase red oak. I like red oak. It's a really good hardwood, creates a lot of smoke, and it burns a long time. And I buy them in pizza oven length sizes. They'll fit perfectly inside these trays. And so what I do is I usually cook on a portion of the grill with the fire, and leave this either completely off on the other side, or maybe have some gas down below on a real low setting just to keep the firebox nice and hot. But what I like to do is throw a couple of logs in, a little bit of lump charcoal. I'll turn on the valves here, and in only 3 minutes, you're gonna notice all of a sudden things starting to smoke. You're gonna see a fire build up inside there on that solid fuel. And when you do, you know you're ready to go ahead and turn off the gas. When you turn off that gas, you're gonna notice something pretty cool. That flame that's burning there is gonna grow. It just like takes off. And what's causing that is when the gas is on and your solid fuel is starting to burn, they're both fighting for that oxygen inside there. So as soon as you turn this off, the flame ignites greater and you have more fire and you're taking off. You get your food ready to go, the grates are down, everything's hot, you're ready to cook, you're ready to go. And for a lot of foods that I like to prepare on the grill, I will maybe do a reverse sear and get them over here with the hood down, get that smoke billow up and build up inside the cavity. And once the smoke has filled that meat, I'll move it over here and finish it over the flame. It's really a great, fun way to cook. In fact, I've never had so much fun with a barbecue as I have with the American Muscle Grill. One last thing to show you up top here is we have vents, adjustable vents on both sides of the grill. And this is great for a couple of things. You can load the top of the chimney up with more smoke by closing it off, or you can direct the smoke. A lot of times what I'll do is I will close this one off, open up the other side, open up the other side here, and then the smoke will fill up and then come out this side here. So if I have food over here cooking, all that smoke's gonna come across my food and give it that great taste that we're trying to achieve here. Last thing, you probably already noticed this. We have an individual button for both the interior lighting and the exterior lighting. You've got one right here to light up the 3 halogen lights that really light up the surface. And of course, so you can not only see the knobs, there's something about the blue LED lights that really warm up that cold stainless steel. So I always use the lighting when I'm having any kind of event at my house, even if I'm not using the grill. But I tell you, I love this grill, and when I come back a little later, I'm gonna show you how to install some of the accessories and of course hook up the gas. Thanks a lot for your time.